Our reporter Louis Siri spoke to the president of the American Chamber of Commerce in China to get his thoughts on the government work report and the current business climate.
So, right, it's good news, as you say, over the weekend that the work report said that foreign companies will still be welcome. One of the jobs of AmCham China is to make sure where sometimes what our companies are seeing aren't necessarily in line with what the government announced, just to make sure that we're all aligned. But it is good news that foreign companies are supposed to be welcome. So that's positive news. It's also good news that the economy is supposed to be growing. Many AmCham China companies are very focused on the Chinese consumer. I believe also that the work report had said there was going to be a focus on consumption in China. So that's great news for those, U.S. companies that are looking to sell to the Chinese consumer.
So, with the new BCS report released, what does it tell us about the challenges faced by the U.S. business in China?
Right. So our business climate survey this year, frankly, was a little sobering. The good news was companies were still interested in China as a market. The tough news or the sobering news was that, number one, a lot of companies, the majority for the first time ever, said they were not making a profit in China. That was one. Number two, U.S.-China relations continue to be at the top of people's sort of agenda in the sense of it worries them. So that's challenging. Companies were also worried about the economy. So I think we have actually good news on that front. They were worried about the economy. What we're hearing in the last week is that looks like the economy will move forward. But again, our report was a little bit sobering. Right, a couple pieces there. Number one, January and February, it does look like sales, overall retail sales, were strong. So that's an early sign that it looks like the Chinese consumer is coming back. Now, you talked about travel. Right now, travel is still a bit of a pain point. In early January, China reopened. So in one sense, COVID zero is over. No more quarantines. That's great news. What we are hearing from our companies is that it's challenging to get visas and it's challenging to get tickets. So I think that there will be more travel and more exchange as we can get the travel piece solved. And people are optimistic about what 2023 will look like in terms of the economy. Again, January, February were very good signals that it looks like the economy will be strong this year.